Welcome to Gray Matter Reports. Today, we decode the complex reality of events that unfold around us. Shadows linger in the corners of the mind, obscuring truths that lie beneath the surface. Within the intricate labyrinth of human behavior, a subtle terror emerges. This is not the fear of the known, but the dread of the unseen, manifesting through the lens of evolutionary biology. Here, we examine the intricate web woven by those who operate outside the bounds of societal norms, driven by instincts that have persisted through millennia. As the population surged, so too did the complexities of human interaction. The evolutionary pressures that once favored cooperation now give rise to individuals who navigate the social fabric with chilling precision. These are not mere aberrations, they are products of their environment, shaped by forces both biological and social. Each subject presents a unique profile, a tapestry of genetic predispositions and life experiences that culminate in the formation of an antisocial identity. Consider the early days of humanity. Survival hinged on group cohesion, on shared goals and mutual support. Yet in the shadows, a different strategy emerged. Some individuals learned to manipulate, to exploit the trust of their peers for personal gain. This adaptation, while seemingly maladaptive, proved advantageous in specific contexts. They thrived in environments where strength and cunning eclipsed the bonds of community. Biological evidence reveals that certain traits, impulsivity, lack of empathy, can be traced through generations, rooted in genetic anomalies that alter brain function. Neurotransmitters, those silent messengers of mood and behavior, play a pivotal role. A deficiency in serotonin may foster aggression, while an excess of dopamine can lead to risk-seeking behaviors. This complex interplay of biology and environment creates fertile ground for the formation of individuals whose actions defy societal expectations. Yet, the most unsettling aspect lies in the deception inherent in these profiles. The outward appearance may mask a tumultuous inner world, a facade cultivated through years of learned behavior. The subjects often blend seamlessly into their surroundings, wearing the guise of normalcy. They are adept at mimicking social cues, practicing the art of camouflage in a world that craves connection. As we delve deeper into the profiles emerging from the event, we must confront the chilling realization that the unseen threat is not merely a product of circumstance. It is an echo of our evolutionary past, a reminder that lurking within each of us lies the potential for darkness. The human mind, both a marvel and a mystery, holds secrets that can unravel the very fabric of society, revealing that the greatest dangers often come from those who appear most ordinary. In the dim glow of a sterile laboratory, scientists dissect behaviors as meticulously as they would a specimen. Each choice, each twitch of the eye is a clue. The deceptive eye reveals more than it conceals. In the aftermath of the event, a dispassionate examination of antisocial profiles emerges, revealing the intricate dance between biology and behavior. The first subject, a once charismatic leader, now encapsulates a paradox. Charisma, often a mask, cloaks deeper instincts honed by evolution. The brain, wired for survival, favors manipulation over genuine connection. This individual thrived on the thrill of control, deploying charm as a weapon. The evolutionary lens highlights a singular truth: the pursuit of dominance can overshadow empathy. Next, we turn to the solitary thinker, a mind shrouded in shadows. Here, the biological evidence lays bare a landscape of isolation. Neurotransmitters flicker in erratic rhythms, signaling an internal chaos. In the absence of social bonds, this subject's world narrows, transforming into a labyrinth of self-justification. Cognitive distortions take root, feeding a sense of entitlement. The individual sees the world as a chessboard, pieces to be moved at will, each strategy devoid of moral consideration. As we delve deeper, the profile of a manipulator comes into focus. This subject crafts a reality, weaving narratives so convincing that they ensnare even the most astute observers. The brain's reward system, primed for validation, fuels this deception. Each successful ruse reinforces behavior, creating a feedback loop of reinforcement. Here, evolutionary biology elucidates a chilling truth. The capacity for deceit is not merely a flaw, it is a survival mechanism, honed over millennia. The final profile reveals the compulsive planner, meticulously orchestrating scenarios that defy conventional logic. To the untrained eye, their actions might seem erratic, but underneath lies a calculated mind. The individual thrives on predictability, mapping out every potential consequence. This behavior echoes the primal instincts of a predator, marking territory with deliberate precision. In this case, the evolutionary narrative intertwines with the clinical, as the subject's actions reflect a deep-seated need for control. In this somber exploration, the profiles of deception unveil a tapestry woven from the threads of biology and behavior. Each individual becomes a case study, a reflection of humanity's darker impulses. The deceptive eye, once a mere observer, transforms into a lens through which we can glimpse the complexities of the human psyche. It is a chilling reminder that beneath the surface lies a world where instincts govern actions, and the line between predator and prey blurs into obscurity. In the dim light of the lab, the allure of evolutionary biology beckons. It whispers secrets of adaptation and survival, crafting a narrative that transcends mere observation. The lens of evolution reveals the intricate tapestry of behavior, threading together the actions of individuals shaped by their ancestral past. These behaviors, often masked by societal norms, emerge as echoes of a primal struggle for dominance. Each antisocial profile is a study in contradiction. The individual appears ordinary, perhaps even unremarkable, yet beneath the surface lies a complex interplay of evolutionary mechanisms. The brain, that enigmatic organ, is a battleground. Neurotransmitters dance in a delicate balance, influenced by genetic predispositions and environmental stimuli. This kaleidoscope of biology shapes personalities, sometimes leading to dissonance between intent and action. Consider the phenomenon of empathy, a trait often lauded as a hallmark of humanity. It is a double-edged sword. Evolutionarily, empathy promotes social cohesion, yet in the absence of it, the individual may navigate life with a chilling detachment. This detachment can morph into manipulative behaviors, a survival tactic honed over generations. The clinical gaze observes these behaviors, parsing out the threads of history that weave through the mind's fabric. Anxiety, fear, and aggression form a triad of responses etched into our DNA. They are remnants of a time when survival hinged on swift reactions. For some individuals, these responses become exaggerated, leading to a distorted perception of threat. Herein lies the crux, the deceptive eye, which warps reality and breeds an unsettling confidence in their choices. Evolution has gifted them with instincts that no longer serve their best interests, but rather fuel a relentless pursuit of self-preservation. As we delve deeper, the narrative shifts. The interplay of genetics and environment emerges as a critical factor in shaping antisocial profiles. A subject's upbringing, marked by trauma or neglect, can exacerbate predisposed tendencies. The brain's plasticity allows for adaptation, yet not always in beneficial ways. The result is a complex individual, caught in a web of inherited traits and experiential scars. The case conclusion unfolds like a somber revelation. Through the lens of evolutionary biology, we observe not just behaviors, but the underlying mechanisms that drive them. The deceptive eye reveals a truth that is as unsettling as it is illuminating. The shadows of our past continue to shape the present. Each individual, a reflection of ancestral echoes, navigates a world where the lines between predator and prey blur, revealing the haunting reality of human nature. The face we present to the world is a carefully crafted facade, a mask that conceals the complexities of our inner selves. In the realm of criminal behavior, this mask becomes even more pronounced. Individuals often develop a persona, a protective shell that allows them to navigate societal norms while hiding deeper psychological fractures. This phenomenon is not merely a psychological construct, it is deeply rooted in our evolutionary biology. Consider the evolutionary advantages of deception. In a world where survival often hinges on social dynamics, the ability to mask true intentions can be paramount. The cleverest individuals are those who can adapt their behavior, shifting their masks to suit various contexts. These adaptations can manifest in charming smiles that veil ulterior motives, or in the calm demeanor that belies a tumultuous inner life. Research reveals that individuals with antisocial profiles often exhibit heightened intelligence. This intelligence, however, is not always directed toward constructive ends. Instead, it may serve as a tool for manipulation. These subjects learn to read social cues, honing their skills in emotional mimicry. They become adept at playing the roles expected of them, all while operating under a different set of rules. A clinical study of these individuals shows a fascinating correlation between their ability to mask emotions and their biological makeup. Neurological assessments indicate variations in regions of the brain responsible for empathy and impulse control. This divergence suggests that, for some, the mask becomes a necessity rather than a choice. Their biological evidence underscores an unsettling reality. Their capacity for deception may be an ingrained survival mechanism rather than a conscious decision. We must ask ourselves, how many of us wear a mask? For many, the masks are benign, simply a means to navigate the complexities of modern life. Yet in the shadows, there lurk those who wear masks with darker intentions. The boundary between the ordinary and the extraordinary blurs, revealing a spectrum of humanity marked by hidden motives. When examining the case conclusions of those who have engaged in significant antisocial behavior, it becomes evident that their masks are both a shield and a weapon. The duality of their existence creates an unsettling tension. They exist among us, blending in seamlessly while harboring a distinct detachment from the emotional fabric that binds society. The mask we wear speaks volumes. It can protect us, but it can also distort reality. As we peel back the layers of these complex individuals, we uncover not only their motivations, but also a reflection of our own fears and vulnerabilities. The deceptive eye reveals not just the criminal mind, but the intricate dance of humanity itself. The aftermath of the event left an indelible mark on the community. Shockwaves rippled through families, friends, and acquaintances. Lives changed irreversibly, all in the blink of an eye. In the wake of chaos, the intricate web of human relationships began to unravel. The antisocial profile of the individual at the center of these events illuminated a grim reality. Those closest to the subject became unwitting participants in a psychological experiment, their responses shaped by fear and confusion. Psychological studies suggest that trauma can ripple through social networks like a stone cast into a still pond. Each interaction became charged with an electric tension. Trust eroded in the shadows of uncertainty. Friends questioned friends. Families turned against one another. The deceptive eye of the subject had transformed the familiar into a landscape of suspicion. The evolutionary lens provides a stark understanding of these dynamics. Humans are not merely social animals, they are wired to detect threats. The perception of danger triggers instincts that can distort rationality. As the community grappled with the implications of the event, defensive mechanisms emerged. Paranoia replaced camaraderie, weaving a narrative of isolation and fear. Individuals reacted in varied ways. Some sought solace in connection, clinging to relationships for support. Others withdrew, retreating into the safety of silence. The response spectrum resembled a biological reaction to infection. Just as an organism fights off intruders, so too did the community attempt to shield itself from the emotional contagion of the subject's actions. Yet, within this chaos, the behaviors of each individual became a mirror, reflecting their deepest vulnerabilities. Those who had previously exuded confidence found themselves questioning their perceptions. The once familiar faces of neighbors morphed into caricatures of suspicion, each glance loaded with unspoken accusations. The ripple effect of the event was not merely a consequence of action, it was an evolutionary response. The community faced a collective reckoning, forcing individuals to confront their own beliefs about morality and trust. As they navigated this turbulent terrain, they were left with one profound question: how does one rebuild a shattered reality? The biological evidence of this devastation lay not in physical scars, but in the emotional landscape that had been irrevocably altered. Each person carried the weight of this shared trauma, their narratives interwoven in a tapestry of loss and resilience. As the dust settled, the community stood at a crossroads. The path forward remained shrouded in uncertainty, yet the echoes of the event lingered in every conversation, a constant reminder of the fragile thread that binds humanity together. In the dim light of the forensic lab, a flicker of revelation ignited. The final pieces of the puzzle lay scattered across the table, each fragment a testament to the complexities of the human mind. Analysis had illuminated the shadows that cloaked our understanding of the antisocial profile. Here, biological evidence whispered truths that would otherwise remain obscured. Researchers scrutinized the data. Genetic markers danced across the screen, revealing an intricate tapestry woven with threads of history and biology. Chromosomal anomalies hinted at predispositions, a silent orchestra of evolution conducting the symphony of behavior. The interplay of environment and heredity emerged, a duet that shaped the individual's path through life. A somber realization settled in the air. The behaviors exhibited by the subject were not mere aberrations, they were echoes of ancestral survival strategies. The brain, a labyrinth of neural connections, betrayed hints of adaptive mechanisms long rendered obsolete. What once may have ensured survival had now morphed into a distorted reflection of humanity. As each layer of the behavioral model was peeled back, the stark reality emerged. The subject's actions, though harsh and unrelenting, were not devoid of logic. They were the culmination of biological imperatives and psychological scars, a complex narrative that transcended mere criminality. The mind, often viewed as a fortress of secrets, revealed itself as a battlefield of evolutionary conflicts. The data coalesced into a chilling clarity. The antisocial profile was not simply a manifestation of malice, it was an evolutionary echo. The individual had adapted, perhaps too successfully, to a world that rewarded cunning over compassion. The labyrinthine paths of their psyche were not devoid of empathy, but rather distorted by the remnants of primal instincts. In the final moments of analysis, a sense of unease settled in. The truth was not a singular revelation, but a multifaceted prism that refracted light into shades of gray. Conclusions drawn from biological evidence exposed a broader narrative, that of humanity's duality. The line between predator and prey blurred, leaving behind a haunting reflection. As the team prepared to present their findings, a solemn gravity enveloped the room. The final revelation was not an end, but a beginning, a clarion call to explore the depths of the human condition. What lay beneath the surface was not merely a subject of study, but a profound exploration of existence itself. The journey was far from over, it had only just begun.